Next is David,
Yes.
who is going to do formula cards across the West Indies, right?
Correct.
Right.
Ladies and gentlemen, I bring you a basic collection which is complete of all the formula cards of the British West Indies. So, firstly I should explain what a formula card is. Certainly for the British West Indies, it is a card that was produced by the post office, but unlike a normal postal stationery card which would have an impressed stamp on, they used actual stamps. And the reason for this is that in the islands there were no security printers. So if you let the local printer loose producing a full postal stationery card, the island might well be swamped with them. So that's why it was done. The islands concerned are Barbados, Bermuda and Trinidad. For Barbados there are, there's two cards. The first issue comes in two sizes. Now the larger size card I believe is only known in proof status, and there is a lot of printer's waste. You find them printed on the back. You find them doubles and triples and all sorts. They were used. It was reduced in 1879 in 1881 when Barbados finally joined the UPU, and the UPU said you must have postal stationery cards. So they needed a penny halfpenny card to UPU countries, and there's examples of that. And they also produced a local card. Now, you could send a letter within Barbados for a penny, and there was no reduction for sending a postal card. So nobody bothered to do it, except for one instance when, it was also for use within countries of 300 miles. That is the only known example of the penny going to Trinidad. Bermuda, well, we can actually plate these, but it's not as bad as with stamps, because you're only three. They only came in sheets of three, so it's a much easier job. So I'll let you look at it and work it out. These were again used on Bermuda joining the UPU, and you get the halfpenny card for inland use and the penny halfpenny for the UPU. Then there's in 1893 they dropped the rate, the UPU rate, to a penny, and they had no penny cards. And the postmaster said, well, what we'll do is we'll overprint all the penny halfpenny UPU cards. In fact, we'll overprint everything we've got with 1 penny. So this was done locally. There were 87 examples of the old formula card left over. So these were overprinted. And when they came back to the post office, one enterprising clerk bought the lot. And proceeded then to sell them. Now, as a result, there's only a very few number which were actually used. So that is quite a rare item. Moving on then to Dominica, they needed a card. They had Delarue's card for the penny halfpenny, but they had no inland card, so they produced, I think it's said that they produced 100 examples. This one, there's about 4 examples used, but all the used examples are uprated for use to the UPU, so they're not really kind of correct, but it's all that exists. And finally there's Trinidad, and Trinidad in 1879, when they joined the UPU, no cards from Delarue, so they produced their own, a penny for inland, penny halfpenny. Again, nobody used the inland one except, I think there's two examples of that, that's one of them. And then when they wanted the UPU card, they sent off to Delarue this example, which was mocked up from their original effort, which incorporated things like the UPU insisted that you show the country in both English and French, and so this has that, and this is what was sent to Delarue, and they kept it in their archives, and it then came out. And then in 1882, that you got the penny rate to countries within 300 miles, and so again they needed a penny card, and the main issue came out in 1884, so just from 1882 to 1884 you get these penny cards, and there's examples to some of the islands. I'm not complete on that, but I need one to Barbados. I'll get one in time. Anyway, thank you very much.
Thank you.